Okay, so I'm pissed. So as you guys know, I went yesterday and I picked up some new fish. Well, I'll come down here today. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 something in the afternoon. I slept late. I kept waking up predominantly going back to sleep. I had so much pain in my shoulder I couldn't keep myself awake. I just kept falling asleep. Which really pissed me off because I didn't want to sleep at all today. I wanted to be up early and keep an eye on everything. But I go and come downstairs and the catfish is dead. Dying, I'm afraid that. He's alive again. He's just floating around the tank. He was kind of swimming when I came down here. Now he's just floating. He's still breathing, but he's just floating. A dude dying fucking fish that I just picked up yesterday. So sick of that shit. Couldn't have been a Molly. You know, no, Mollies were cheap as hell. It had to be the one thing I bought that was kind of pricey. And the only thing I could maybe do is shove him up my ass like a gay pride convention. I don't fucking know. This pissed me off though, because just a second ago, he was somewhat swimming around. Put him in with the fucking baby one and see what happens with that. And he was somewhat swimming around, you know, kind of moving a little bit, and he was listing and turning Walmart in Canby, which is like 40 miles away from my house, so no way in hell I'm going to go get a refund. Yeah, he's dying. But I went and bumped him with the net, and he fucking just started like spazzing. He floated up, and he opened his mouth, flared his gills out, and he just sat there, and then eventually he just started breathing again. But no, they don't. The one in Canby, I will say right now, by far has got to be the best conditioned Walmart when it comes to fish. They always have good conditioned animals. You know, they always have, you know, clean environment for them. It's never anything like most Walmarts where it's just like rotten fish here, all the fish are dead to the filter. But yeah, this dude was a little pricey. He was like $8 roughly. Definitely pricey, and I definitely won't be buying another one. I don't know if maybe the pH is wrong for him. Maybe I could save him. Maybe I take the crawdad out of this one. And the bitches even still in here, they tend to escape very easily. I'm gonna take her out of here, put him into here. This water's more conditioned. This is all new shit. This water's been running for a few weeks. Maybe that'll be just enough to get him to come back. Throw the crawdad in 55 again. Yeah, so I don't know. He's going to either die or survive, and if he dies, I'm going to cut his barbs off and feed him to the turtle. That's the only thing left I have that'll eat fish. And I need to check on Delta, make sure she's still alive. I don't see her up top. I don't fucking see her at all. Yeah, I do. She's right there. Vanilla. You're good. Still pisses me off that Nemo died. Really mad about that. But I just thought I'd get on live for a few minutes, talk about that. I am pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pissed the fuck off. I slept late as hell. Didn't want to sleep late, and it seems like my mollies do not want to interact at all. The Corridor is just hanging out with the albino bristlenose pleco when it's on the bottom, but you know, all three of my female mollies are in the corner over here. And my male's up here in the plants hiding. Which is funny because the mollies are actually following around the goldfish. Which is fucking hilarious. But I gotta get these girls trained, get them fed. I've gotta feed everybody today. Like I said, I slept late. And yeah. So what I did is I took all the baby guppy fry from this little container. And I went to Walmart yesterday. And on top of picking up these lovely, lovely, lovely dying animals. Maybe the water is just too cold. Maybe that's the problem. It is a little chilly down here. My heater, it's working, but my curtain, someone fucking came to my room last night and left my curtain open, which just allowed cold air to blow through my fucking room, so my heater just pretty much did nothing, really. And I'm about to go around today, and I'm going to seal up the plastics on the side, make sure everything is flat, making sure no air coming through. I can see this piece of plastic right here moving, which shows me that there's air coming in from behind the rails. I'm not sure when that happened, but I picked up a breeder net. And a breeder net is this plastic box configuration that has 4 little sticks, 2 platforms, and then it has mesh around it that you tie up top. And then you put your females in there, they lay the eggs, and you take the female out. And now none of the other fish can get to the babies. The babies can't be harmed by anything. And it looks like this. And it's very effective. I bought one of these a few years ago for breeding molly, for breeding mosquito minnows. And yeah. I'm not sure if we have any dead ones in here. Doesn't seem like it, but I figured buying this would be a lot better than having them in that stupid little plastic container right here, because at least this way they have oxygen, it's filtration, the ammonia levels aren't going to get too high, it's not going to spike, they have clean, constant water. Try what? And even now my dumb ass left a hole in the curtain. Don't know where the fuck my lid to my... Turtle knows. He knows the sound. He's like, feed me! I'm gonna name this guy. This motherfucker's mine anyway. Come on. Come on, over here. I don't want to name him something cheesy like a Ninja Turtle name. That just seems kind of bunk to me. But yeah. It is cold down here. My fingers are a little cold right now already. My heater is pumping and pumping and pumping. Hammergrass? No, now you fuckers are learning to eat off the top. I've had to train them. I've had to walk up and tap the tank 3 times and splash the food in for them. They're like, oh, look, we can eat and not die now. Fucking stupid is what they are. Hammergrass sounds funny, actually. It really does. I gotta get the guppies fed really quickly. The thing is, when I feed them, particles of the food, the small particles also go through the net too. What I'm also worried about is small particles of food will stick to the net and then get bad and then they'll go rot, and then it's like, so. But right now, everybody's being fed. I have no idea what the hell to feed the banjo catfish because the motherfuckers don't want to eat anything that I've seen, but they're eating because they're alive still and they're growing, which means they're eating. And I've got 2 dead guppy minnows that I've just left in here, and they have damage to them, so they've been picked at. More than likely, it's by the little banjo catfish, judging from the marks on it. It's a solid mark, but banjo catfish have very small mouth, you know. You think of a catfish with this nice head and this wide mouth on it that's as big as the fucking head. It can open up really wide and just inhale food. You know, not banjo catfish. The head's about this wide, the mouth's about that wide. It is so freaking micro, so they just gotta suck at the food. And I'm trying to find places, I'm trying to find somewhere nearby that sells bloodworms, live bloodworms. And I can't find anywhere. Everybody sells frozen thawed, and the problem with doing frozen thawed bloodworms is they tend to fall apart very easily, which isn't a bad thing, but at the same time, they're not nearly as nutritious as, you know. Yeah, they pretty much gum their food. That's really what they do. You know, you think of a bullhead, a flathead, a channel cat, you know, anything like that. I'll walk up and be gone with it. You know, they have them big ass wide mouths. A flathead, its fucking mouth is as wide as its head is, you know. You can get your hand down their throat to unhook them if you got to at like 8 pounds. So, I mean, yeah, he ain't gonna make it. He's still breathing, but not a lot of hope for this one, dude. This water's warmer, so. I have to put a goddamn heat lamp over it. That or put it in front of the heater right here and try to just heat the water up. I don't know, man. I'm sick of spending money. I'm sick of spending money on things that are going to die very shortly. I bet y'all can relate out there. Like most of the animals I usually get deals because these animals are already underweight. They're sick. They're not old. They're not young. They're old as hell. And it's like I get myself in these situations and I try my damnedest to rescue these animals. There's a big ass hole in that chunk of plastic right there. I didn't fucking see. I got to patch that up. That's just blowing cold air right at the ball pythons and the betas. And it's like. Yeah, and it's like, I try to buy them because I know I can fix them up. But if I'm not able to fix them up, then they just die like they normally would. And it's like, I need to stop that. I just need to buy actually like legit 100% healthy animals instead of buying animals that I'm going to try to save. Because let's face it, you can try until the last damn dog is dead. That don't mean you're gonna make it in life, you know. No, fuck, still in water. I'm still in water and I can't move it. Stupid fucking cord. 2.5 gallon. I'm fighting the cord right now. I'm putting this in front of the heater, hoping the water will warm up a little bit. In the next 30 minutes, hopefully he survives long enough. I'm thinking the water's cold for him. I'm not sure what kind of temper these guys are. They don't explain anything at Walmart. Exactly. But, I mean, I'm not bummed that I spent the money on him. I'm bummed as the fact that he's dying now. You know, and it makes me feel bad. Because it's like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. I have no idea what's wrong. Every other fish in the tank is fine, but every other fish has to have a different pH level, has to have a different, salinity sometimes. For all I know, that motherfucker's half-assed saltwater. And I just don't know it. Which, I threw one of the feeder guppies a while back into the saltwater tank. He lived for about 2 days, and then he died. In the saltwater tank. A guppy. 2 days in saltwater. Pure saltwater. Couldn't believe it. I know it's a little barbaric to do, but it was for science. And I learned something crazy, that a feeder guppy can survive up to 2 days, if not longer or less, time inside saltwater. So, theoretically, if you wanted to, and you were trying to catch little fishies, you could use feeder guppies in saltwater. Oh, yeah. What was that, Reading Rainbow? And now you know. I'm not going to try with any other fish. I just knew the feeder guppy, its purpose for being alive was to be fed off to something. And it was. Apparently those little anemones love fish. Because once, yeah. It's like, oh my god, you killed that poor thing. Yes, that is what happened. But how would we have known how long it would take a freshwater fish to survive in saltwater, or saltwater fish to survive in freshwater? These are things that you can't go, oh, I say 3 days. I say a week. You have to have 100% facts and proof behind your statement of, dude, look, man, 2 days. It's all it takes, and they're done. Maybe even less. I've seen fish in saltwater before, and they've died within 10 minutes. And then I've seen fish that have survived months in saltwater. And then I found this species of fish that can live in saltwater from freshwater. Then I found these species of fish that can live in both saltwater and freshwater. It's called a brackish water fish. Holy crap. I mean, you know, we're never gonna get anywhere if we stop testing. And we've already tested all the big myths anyway about animals, so I mean, there's not really a whole lot. You know, if we start getting, hey, how long can a monkey go without breathing when you choke it? That's a little fucked up. You feel me? But just in general, you know, a feeder guppy, that's pretty much the lowest thing on the food chain right now in the pet trade, other than snails. If something is purely bred to be fed off to other animals, it's the lowest thing possible on the food chain. It's like snakes. Snakes are above everything that they can eat. Like red-tailed boas. They're above rabbits. They're above rats. They're above certain chickens, certain birds, certain fucking other reptiles. I mean, if they can get around it, kill it, and eat it, they are dominant to that species. Hence why it's a prey item and no longer predator. Now, if something kills the red tails and they kill them constantly, it's lower than that animal in the food chain. That's how this shit works. Fucking bull sharks, man. I know, right? It's just like, yeah, people tested it. Certain animals were sacrificed, yes, but at the same time, now no more have to be sacrificed because we know what's going to happen. We know, hey, if I put this fish in fresh water and it's from salt water, it's got a minimum of 2 days before it dies. Well, that means I don't have to do it anymore. Unless they do it with each individual different species. Stay with a clownfish, a lionfish, fucking groupers, you know? Freaking sawgrass bass fish. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's a YouTuber on here. But, you know, I mean, experimentation is everything. Do I agree with what they do with, you know, fuzzy animals? No, not really. But at the same time, it's for a better cause. Now, I don't see the point in treating makeup on animals. Just have a bunch of dumbass people do it. I mean, yeah, exactly. And it's like, I mean, I don't agree with putting makeup on a rabbit. That's just fucking weird. I don't agree with putting makeup on monkeys. That's just torturous. I mean, if there's no side effects, and the monkey just looks pretty. You know, the animals just look pretty. When there's side effects, you know, it's going to affect a person a hell of a lot differently than it does a rabbit or a chimp. I mean, granted, we share a lot of our DNA with chimps. We also share a lot of DNA with fucking bananas, by the way. You know, there you go. In case y'all fuckers out there didn't know that, we do share, like, what, how much percent DNA with bananas? Can't remember. We're eating our own kind, people. We are cannibals. Eating bananas is eating your child's face, you know? You just pick it up and tear it off and just start gnawing at the banana. You're just gnawing at your child's face. Your future child right there. That's what it looks like. Sick fucks. That's why I don't eat bananas. I lie. I just shove them down my throat. Don't even chew. Don't even swallow. Just force them down by fucking handfuls. But people nowadays, they're just too fucking snowflakes. They really are. Everything is, I'm offended. You know, just like, bitch, I'm offended by how stupid you are. But I mean, like I said, you know, I was like, okay, well, that chimpanzee is going to be affected by this lipstick. Its lips are going to puff up, and it's going to get a rash, and it's going to go crazy and eat somebody's fucking face off. Eating people's faces off is natural to a chimp, first off, just being a smart ass there. But, you know, you take that and put it on you take the makeup and you put it on a person, and it's like, you know, you're liable to get a whole different side effect. In fact, you're liable to not have a side effect at all. So say, you know, it makes the rabbit puff up, you know, and makes it die, you know. Well, that's not necessarily going to kill a person. They have zero DNA with each other. And it's like, if makeup is so fucking dangerous to make, stop fucking making it. It's like, Jesus Christ, uranium. Nuclear bombs are safer to make than fucking makeup is nowadays. You don't have human subjects or animal subjects. Hey, do me a favor, go push that button. Make sure you didn't go, you know? Go in that radiated room for me. You don't teach a monkey to do that. You teach a dumbass in a hazmat suit that can be expended if need be, you know? But the world is a fucked up place, and I am really scared to see what it's going to be like in 50 years when I'm 70, if I live to 70. I'll just say 30 years when I'm 50. That sounds like a long time, but it's going to be here tomorrow. It really is, sadly. Yes, chimps are fucking cannibals, dude. They really are. They will kill and eat another chimpanzee so fucking quickly. That's real evolution right there. Survival of the fucking fittest. You know? Am I saying go out and start chewing off people's faces? No, hell no. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, animals got it down for a reason, you know? It's lawless, but there's justice in it still, if you know what I mean, you know? This Corey down here is having a blast eating all the crap off the bottom of the tank. It is funny looking. He's still breathing. Yes, we are. We are fucking expendable. You've been seeing all this new shit NASA's leaking out now? There's fucking water on Mars. We've already had people on Mars. The Russians have been on Mars for years. And it's like... What? Huh? It's like, oh, now they're saying, oh, there's an atmosphere on Mars. You can survive on Mars. And it's like, I've been saying that for years. They have fucking tornadoes on Mars. You can't have fucking wind without an atmosphere. You can't have an atmosphere without sustainability. That's not where I was going, but I forgot where I was going. You about to kill me with that one. Oh, my fucking remote. Something I'll tank back your knees. Oh my god. It's just a lazy day, man. There's so much fucking snow outside. I don't even want to do anything today. And I slept till fucking 3, which pisses me the hell off because I wanted to be up early to make sure the fish were okay, and I slept late. And, you know, if I had been down here a couple hours earlier, maybe I could have caught the catfish at a better time. Maybe I can get him to survive. He needs warm water. I'm going to have a problem. He will be an upstairs aquarium fish, and I'll build a net to put his ass in upstairs in my 35 gallon. Just to be safe, but main reason for that is because I have 2 very aggressive catfish that will tear him apart within seconds, probably. He is very small. I'm just bored. That's really all it is. I'm fixing just like fucking lay down and I must have clicked edit profile. Fucking Netflix, dude. There's nothing even good on Netflix anymore, you know? It's like YouTube sucks, Netflix sucks. There's nothing fucking good to watch. I mean, they got the Solo Star Wars. I'm not down for that. I watched Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, the season. I just finished the season like 2 weeks ago. It pissed me the hell off how it ended, though. Motherfuckers. Y'all ain't seen it? I recommend. It is a fucked up end that you would expect, but you wouldn't expect the feelings you have for the people that are involved with the situation. I mean, it's like there's this show on here called Pinky Malinky, and there's a fucking YouTubing hot dog that has more subscribers than me. It's a hot dog with more subscribers. And it's like I watched all that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I just had it for background noise and I slept through 90% of it. And I've watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs this season like 30 fucking times. And there's a show on here called Diablo, which is English to Spanish. I mean, Spanish to English. So they're speaking Spanish, but it's lip synced over into English. And people don't get how I can watch stuff like that. Now I'm able to watch shows that are, you know, in Japanese and other languages. It's like, because I can read the subtitles, and I know what's going on the whole fucking time, you know? It's like, people are like, I can't read that fast. It's not hard. You look at it and you know what the fuck it says, you know? Literally. That's how I watch anime. If it doesn't have English subtitles, I tend not to watch it, but sometimes I still do. And now I got all these fucking related Spanish shows that are gonna drive me fucking bonkers trying to find through. But there's just nothing good on it. I mean, the only good thing I've seen on here is Eight-Legged Freaks, and I've seen that a million times. I was alive when that shit came out in 2000. Was it 2002 it came out? Yeah, 2002, 2003. Hang on, let's see. Click on it real quick. Yeah, 2002. To me, it's a bomb-ass fucking movie. I'll tell you that right now. I actually like it. And Malibu, oh yeah. Yeah, I was the shit. Da 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 da. But like, watching anime and having to read the subtitles very quickly actually helped me as a kid through my reading disability that I had, because I couldn't read out loud with a damn. And I couldn't hardly read in my head either. I just skim, and now I can just fucking pick up a book and whoa, not out loud still. My brain doesn't allow that to happen. Like, I'll read it in my head so quickly, but I'll go to say it out loud, and it's like, the dog said moo. Wait a minute, that's not right. Oh, the dog took a poo. Oh, see, it's like that. It's really, really close to that, actually. Not even a joke. City of God? I don't think I've seen that one yet. Sucking up my algae really quickly because I threw some water crystals in here last night for the water crystals in here from the dubias and the hissers tank, and I wanted them to rehydrate, and I wanted to have some of the algae extract pretty much, and there's some of the vitamins that come with them. And yeah, it turned bad. The water went stagnant overnight, so I'm just gonna suck some water up from this little mini pond right here, keep it in there. There. Now we're out of the water here. This algae comes in handy with feeding the pleco. So my 35 upstairs that grows algae quickly is just and what pisses me off is English shows have subtitles. But I get it, if you're deaf, you can read it. It's the same thing as watching Japanese. You have no idea what the fuck's going on, but as long as you have subtitles, you can read it and understand, you know? But it pisses me off that everything, unless I get on here and I have a setting that I turn everything on to subtitles, don't give me subtitles unless I ask for subtitles or I turn subtitles on myself. Because it's like, subtitles, right now. It's like you speak in English, not Spanish. Ding 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 ding. Nice, now I can poke the fish without shanking them. Oh. Stuck on the filter. Oh, filter. It looks like he might be doing better, guys. He's still on the side, but the water's already warming up, and he's no longer on the surface, he's subsurface, and he's moving now. Something in the pH balance is better in this tank, so he'll live in this tank. That's the case. I'm trying to move him off the filter, but he's getting stuck to it, but he's trying to swim. Yeah, he's trying to stay vertical now, he's trying to stay... He's being successful at it. He's just kind of tilting a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't have some sort of air bladder infection. Depending on the movie and depending on how they dub, I like dubbed movies because if I'm working around, I don't have to worry about focusing on it. But if I have nothing to do, definitely, I'd rather have subtitles any day of the week. Wish there's a way I could hold him onto the bottom, but I'd rather him move around. So yeah, the water's warming up, and the pH must be better because he was doing nothing in this tank, and now he's moving. He's doing a lot of moving, so hopefully he's getting his energy back. Hopefully he can make it, and if need be, that's his fucking home until I can figure out the pH balance difference and get a tank set up for him. Fluffy, Fluffy. Yeah, this is a barbecue skewer. Sharp to a tip toe. I don't know why. Oh, I was using it to pull the little baby guppies out of the net once I caught them. And then this is a chunk of pipette that I'm using to basically create a sheath on when I need to focus something. Because I don't like using this side because it's too blunt. I need to get into the area. I need to focus up nicely. This is it. And it's like right now also I can use it, stick it in my algae. Now I can pick up a good glob of algae, and now I can just drop into the tank for the pleco. And in fact, I might take just a little bit. And put it in with the babies. Because they'll pick at the algae too. Guppies love to pick at algae. They're already swarming at it, looking at it, going, can I eat this? And peck. They're so cute though. Like, I wish baby betas were born as big as these guys, because they'd be so much fucking easier to take care of. Keep your windows. I had a problem the other day. I went and opened up my old fruit fly culture. Oh look, look. I'm gonna get in trouble for copyright. I just stand here. We can all watch the show together. Yep, they're still in here. There's still fucking maggots in here. See all the lines? It's maggots. So I don't know what happened, but a fruit fly or something got into the fucking culture. Yep, look right there. Boom. You know where that's gonna go? Aquarium. Now I got 2 of them, it looks like. Boom. And the problem with fucking with maggots, whenever they get into your goddamn culture, they kill your fucking culture off. They do. They fucking kill it. And then what I have to do is get in here and hope I can save it, mix in a lot more water, and just hope that enough survive that they'll restart. It smells like prison hooch. The guppies made short work of those, didn't they? Shit. But yeah, the fucking flies, man, have got to be the worst thing when it comes to trying to do this shit. Clean that off, but I will tell you one thing, it makes one hell of a fly trap if I need to. Yeah, so just a beta tank, the lid. I don't like the holes in the top, but I had to drill a big hole up top. Put the sponge, well, not a sponge, put the toilet paper, use a sponge, better. Then I took a fucking Walmart bag, found a section without any holes in it, and just fucking wrap it around and close it. And then just like that, no fly can get into it now. I'm really hoping for this little one to take off, though. I know no one's here now, but fuck it. Oh, it took off. It fucking took off. Look at them all. That whole layer right there is nothing but microworms. With this one, I'd be comfortable leaving out because there's no holes up top for flies to get into. ones. They snap on nicely. And this is what the beta containers are now. They went from these plenty of room to no fucking room whatsoever. They're literally half the size. And now fucking female and male betas are fucking $5 a piece. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, you guys need to leave them at a cheaper price so you can actually continue to sell the fuckers, because now people aren't buying the betas and they're losing more betas to stock and shelf than they are anything else. Already in the last 2 weeks, I talked to my buddy, since they've changed the formula, since they've changed the beta tanks, and since they changed the price, they've lost over 172 betas, and they've sold 42. That's it, 40 fucking two. And it's like, doesn't that tell your business that, you know, it might be a better idea to change shit back to the way it was so you stop losing inventory and you start selling and making profit? Well, yeah, so, with that being the note, I've got some stuff to get done. I've got to get things fed. Turtle is still hungry. He's staring at me, so I'm going to get him some chicken. I'm going to figure out something to do with the snails. I'm going to let you guys keep an update on the catfish. He's trying. I hope that water warms up quickly, though. I really do. But yeah, I wish my male fucking Molly would come out of the goddamn bushes. Out of the bush, bitch. Get out of the bush. Don't come down here. I'm fucking not dealing with people with that. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for future live streams and future videos. I have a couple videos I need to upload. Stay tuned for those, but as of right now, I am off. Later.